Okay, so here is another tier list for today. And this tier list is are all the concerts I've been to so far. So I didn't really grow up in a concert culture and I haven't really been to a lot of concerts until maybe the last 2 years when my friends introduced me to concerts. So there's not that many, but um I will be ranking what I have been whatever I've been to so far. And this is a mixture of Western and like Korean music. And these are all strictly my opinions, so don't come at me because obviously going to be biased about this. Okay, so the first one is this K hip hop guy called PH1, and I'll put him on the B tier only because I don't really listen to all this music, all these artists. I don't really love all that much. I just go if I like have like casually listen to them. And I think he's casual, and for him, like I am a casual listener, but very casual. I don't know many of his songs. I tried to listen to his set list, but I just never got into it. But his concert, it was like a small venue. It was at the Vogue Theater, I think. But yeah, he was like super nice, super like he was into it. He was giving it his all. Great to his fans. So I would say B. I would probably put him in A if I liked him a lot. But obviously, this is just strictly my opinion, and it's gonna be biased, as I said before. It's not like he's bad. It's just I have a hard time super like getting into the songs. Next person, Daniel Caesar. I give him C because other than like two songs, I couldn't really get myself to listen to his songs either. It was like like it wasn't like it's just hard for me. And also his concert, he really was giving nothing. Like it was like not it was a bigger venue. I don't think he had an opener. Um he was just standing there and the stage was okay. Um but he was really giving nothing. So C tier. Next is this Korean rock band called The Rose, S tier. I love The Rose. I've been listening to them for years and years. I knew a lot of their songs. I was listening to their new album because it was for the world tour for their new album, and I liked every single song on it. It's just like, and I didn't realize how powerful it can be when you go listen to a musician you've been loving for years. Because literally, at like a certain point, I like literally wanted to cry because I couldn't believe that I was in there just like being able to sing along. Because most of the other people I'm not able to sing along because first of all I have horrible retention for lyrics and I have to listen to the same song like minimum like 30 times for me to at least understand the song or like to remember the lyrics or even just like if I don't do that I have to like physically like just like study it and memorize the lyrics. But the Rose, since I've listened to them for a long time, I knew the lyrics off of my heart. So I just love singing along with it. Like I didn't even want to film that much because I was just enjoying the moment. It was really good, and then obviously they're like amazing. Their band, the instruments were amazing, the vocal was amazing, and just like the vibes were amazing. I went there alone. I met a new friend there. Um, so honestly, one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Like literally, I'm never emotional, but I got so emotional then. Joji, D tier. I only technically knew two of his songs, like Dancing in the Dark, something, something, something. Anyways, and then I listened to his set list. I liked it. I liked it. I could get on with his other tracks. But reason I gave a D, I think or his team, they booked him on a venue too big. Too big to the point like it didn't fill enough. It's kind of expensive, honestly, for Joji. No offense, but the pricing for certain artists. Also, he came super late. I think he like came like over 2 hours late. I'm not kidding. He didn't, and it was more like a rave. He was like late. I was like kind of getting cranky, and then like it was like a rave, and I don't really like raves. Like it was like if you like raves, it'd probably be fun, but just because he was so like D tier, it was just like I'm okay with being late, but at one point he's like too much is too much, you know. And I just realized I just find myself not listening to his songs after. Like except for the Rose, none of these artists I would say I love the music so much that I can keep listening to it and they're on my playlist. But I will tell you who is on my playlist. Hosier. Oh my gosh, S tier. Okay, same with Hosier. I only knew like Take Me to Church. I didn't really know his songs. My friend literally last minute was like, "Do you want to go?" And I did, and I decided, okay, yeah, sure. Ticket was kind of expensive, but I was like, you know what? My friend introduced me, and like not introduced, invited me. I might as well go. Listen to the set list. Loved his song. Like I just realized I just like that kind of music. Like I love bands. I love music, acoustics. I love folk. I love country. And it was just so good. And then concert, he was giving everything. He was so good, so polite, so nice. He like introduced, like he made sure to like introduce all of his band. He was so nice to his opener. He's just like overall like an amazing person. Well, from what I can see, and his songs are great, and I am continuing to listen to him and like following up with him because I love the music so much. Even my friend agreed like it was one of the best concerts she's been to. So it's like S tier. Definitely S tier. Next, Lainey. A tier. Same with Hosier. Didn't really know them, only knew like Malibu Nights or something like that. And I Love You So Much. Only because The Rose covered it. But I was like, it wasn't too expensive. I've heard of them, so might as well go listen. Listen to the set list. Fell in love. I love, like, honestly, I love their songs so much. I listen to it on repeat. Like, I'm just so sad they don't have more songs because I'm kind of getting sick of them only because I listened to it so much. Concert was great. So fun. Music was great. Like, I was listening to the set list on and on and on and on, like, forever. Even after the concert, I just kept listening to it. I was obsessed. Like, these three, I would say, are the people I uploaded, like, 2 videos on my stories. But even though it was so good, I just don't think the concert was as good as The Rose or as Hosier. You know what I mean? Like it was good, but and I love their songs, but I don't know. I just wouldn't put them on S tier. Maybe slightly higher than A tier, like between S and A, but definitely not as the same level as The Rose and Hosier. But yeah. Then next, Epikai. A tier, but definitely lower than Lainey. I would say somewhere between B and A is it's kind of weird. I shouldn't I put them in B. But closer to A, I would say like maybe like A minus is Epic High. Epic High's original group, super like like the OG hip hop group from Korea. Like I knew of them. I didn't really listen to their songs. And I listened to them. I listened to their set list. Like there are a couple songs I love, like Rosalia. Is it Rosalia? Rosary? Rose? You know that song? The one with CL in it. That and like Born Hair, like some of these songs. But I just realized I didn't just realize. I just don't like hip hop that much. I'm not a big hip hop fan, to be honest. So Epic High was great. Honestly, their talking portion of it is great. Like Tablo's so funny. Like his interaction with DJ Two Cuts, it's like hilarious. And then Mithra is like, like solid rock who's also kind of funny. Like it was great. They talked, it was good. They had their good songs, but I just don't listen to them after. I'm not listening to them. I'm not keeping up with them. It was good. The concert was great, but it's just personal preference at this point. But maybe not A minus even, maybe a solid A. Like it was a fun concert. I would I am inclined to maybe go back. So from B down, I'm like, if they come back, I probably won't go again, to be honest. But from A's up, like I would go, even for Epic High, I would go if they come again. But my sister said not, she wouldn't, but I would. Next, DPR EM. S tier, S tier, S tier. Holy crap. One of the also like he's like the concerts where I'm like, oh, he is an artist. Like he has a vision, and I'm glad he followed it. DPREN. Um, I really only knew about the Blueberry song and like Don't Go Insane, I think. But like I really didn't listen to him either. Listen to a set list, like the songs, but I didn't like it that much. To be honest, I didn't listen to his set list that much compared to the other like A tiers or S tiers because I think I was just busy and deeper. Yeah, like my sister was like, cream, not cream, like the DPR crew is coming, but there's no DPR live. Should we go? But I'm like, you know what? Just might as well go to see Ian. But the funniest thing happened. So the concert was at like a certain time, and like a day or two before, we got a notification that it got pushed back an hour. No, no, not pushed back. It was pushed forward. Like it was like pulled forward. Sorry, an hour. I'm like, okay, and then I rush make my sister come from like the campus with her friend. They come and then literally 10 minutes before the actual time, they're like, sorry, it's gonna be another like 30 minutes or like an hour, something like that. I got so pissed. I'm like, literally, can't you get your shit together? Like, people are paying to come here. Like, we go in and they're still kind of running a rehearsal. And I'm like, literally, you guys made us wait so long and you guys still haven't finished the end of the rehearsal. Like, what the heck? I was not happy. I was not happy when DPR Arctic came. I was like, whatever. He had two songs. It's good. And then DPR Cream K and let me just put it in a nice way. I think he should just be producing and not singing his own songs. And he was doing so many songs, and I was getting so pissed off. I'm like, never again will it ever come back to this stupid concert again. Like DPR Ian, you're out. Until Ian came out, and then I was like, okay, it makes sense. I understand why he's late. He had a vision, he had to serve, and he honestly makes sense. He needed more time. He was that good. He did guitar, he danced. I didn't expect him to dance that much. Like he sang, he's so good. Like he honestly, me and my sister both said he kind of low key reminded Michael Jackson, not in the ways like Michael Jackson, but in the way like how Michael Jackson was an artist and he had a like vision, and same with like DPR Ian, like you could see that he as an artist, he has a vision, and I am excited to see how much bigger he grows. I know he's already he's like big, but I'm like he's gonna get bigger, even bigger. I feel like so good. Literally would come back if I go. I literally, and then he made the song so much better to the point after the concert. I was listening to the songs nonstop, like nonstop, because it just the songs got so much better after the concert. Like obsessed with Deeper Ian. Also, oh, he's obviously a little bit of eye candy, super hot. That doesn't hurt, but love him, love his songs, would go back again. Literally S tier. So good. He's, oh my gosh, his Australian accent, calling all his fans darlings. So good. So good. Like, he gave it his all. And I think it was Vancouver was also his like the start of his world tour, so maybe he just had more energy. But I feel like I don't know. I like to believe that he gives the same energy for all of us. But yeah, sorry for the long talk. Yap. Second, Casey Musgraves. So it hasn't been that long I've been listening to country music, to be honest. It actually has been only since last summer, where my friend from a country who is a country listener introduced me to country music, and I have been falling in love ever since. And Casey Musgraves, like I have heard of her, but definitely I've just known her more for her Zach Bryan. What is Zach Bryan collaboration song? Um, and then I was listening to her new album, The Golden Hour, and it was really good. I was like, you know what? I'm a pretty casual listener. I like to go. And then so I stepped up the tickets last minute. So I got them pretty cheap. So that didn't hurt. But I love this. I loved her album. I was listening to her set list. It was really good. I went to the concert and it was really good. She gave it her all. She's so kind. She's so nice and she's so gorgeous. Her outfits were so gorgeous. Her staging was super gorgeous too. Like it was great staging. Like her music was so good. She was so good at singing. It was lovely. Like I love the order the song was like though I love how she ended off the song. She was just so down to earth. Loved it. Um I haven't listened to her song as much after, but definitely haven't listened to some. And if she comes back, I would definitely go again. I thoroughly enjoyed it. A tier, I would either say she's same level as Epic High or even slightly higher, even. But yeah. Next, Cigarettes After Sex, B tier, but B plus. Definitely more than PH1. Maybe I'll just put A minus tier. I'll put it here. So I've been to two Cigarettes After Sex. I've done them consecutively in a row. First time was a smaller venue. And it was cheaper. Tickets were so much cheaper. And I feel like sound quality was better. Like I was closer to like I was able to get really good seat tickets too. I was like very close. It was good. The song was good. A lot of teenagers. I thought I'd be like the youngest person. Nope. I didn't realize Cigarettes After Sex was exclusively like a teenage angst listener thing. But it was good when it was at the Orpheum. But it wasn't like crazy good. It wasn't good to the point where I'm like, I want to go again, to be honest. So maybe I'll put him in B tier. But I went again second time because my friend said she wanted to go, and I'm like, okay, I'll just go with her. And this one was at a much bigger venue. So from the Orpheum to the Rogers Arena, major upgrade. It was all full too. Tickets were also a lot more expensive. Um, I said they were having some issues with sound. Like you could like, I don't know if it was like there was a lot of like I don't know what it's called, back ringing the back. Like there was a lot of like icky parts, I would say. It was good. But if I would say the first Cigarettes After Sex was B plus tier, the second one was B to B minus tier. But I did like the second one in the aspect that it had the newer songs included and I like those songs. But yeah. Not a big fan. I'm not sure if I'll go again, to be honest. If they can. The next one is Don Toliver. This one B, but I'd say B plus. It would be higher than PH1. Maybe same level as the first Cigarettes After Sex. So Don Toliver, I really didn't know any of his songs. My friend said they listened to him, they wanted to go. I was like, okay, I have major FOMO, so of course I have to go. Tried to listen to set list. It was okay. I really couldn't enjoy myself. But he gave it his all on his concert. His openers were great. Like his performance was great. Like it was amazing. He had like the race car show thing. Like he gave it his all. Super good. I don't know what more to say. He is an artist. I feel like if I liked his songs a little more, cause I haven't been listening to any of his songs. I would say from 8 tiers, like when I would listen to them after the concert, but I don't. If I liked it more, it'd definitely be an A tier. Like my friends really liked him too and said it was a great concert. Even an S tier maybe, but for now I'll put it in at B tier. And the honorable mention, last but not least, is the first concert I've ever been to, and that was the Super M World Tour. This I'll give A tier only because it's so iconic and so good. To be honest, it was cheap. It wasn't expensive. It was right before COVID happened. And after that, no concerts until like last year when I started going to them. Super M, it was like literally, even though it was cheap, it was like also like, I'm not kidding, like I swear it was like 45 minutes. It was very short. It like obviously looked like this was just a money making scheme and they're just in and out of them. But the reason I still give them A tier is because A, it was my first concert and it's so iconic. The B, like the members are so iconic. Like amazing members. Like I thought to myself, yeah, sure, but again, like how, like, when would I ever be able to see like Taemin and Kai and like Ten and Taeyong perform, you know, at the same time? Like, when would I ever see them perform their separate songs? Because like, oh, and Baekhyun, like, Baekhyun did UN Village and he did some of his songs. Like, Tae Taemin did his like songs like Move, I think. Like Kai did his songs. Like, when would I be able to see this unless I'm at like a mama or something like that, like, or like some kind of concert, which is pretty rare and most likely impossible. And just because of that, I would give it A tier. Also, it's pretty cheap, so even though it's tour, I wasn't like, oh, I just wasted a whole bunch of money. But yeah. Oh, the last one. I forgot. Let me. I can't do it. But I'll just say it as a word. Um, or maybe I could just. Okay, so I'll just say it for a word. I don't have an image to go along with it, unfortunately. But the last one is Tinashe. It was a DJ, but I didn't. I mean, I should have known better, but it was at a nightclub. I thought even though she's DJ, maybe one song she would sing along. But she just kind of like sang, no, I give for fun, but she didn't really technically sing. She came very late. She did less than an hour, like 50 minutes. She's not a good DJ. She did not know what buttons to press in the beginning that she needed help. She didn't really know what she was doing. We could kind of tell that she's not good. And I'm pretty sure she was using a preset. Like none of this sound like none of the sound sounded like something she made on the spot. Like I'll just say she's not a good DJ. Um, put her in the D list. Not a good DJ. Came like didn't do long. Came super late. Like didn't even like sing technically to a single song of hers. Um, so yeah. Tier D. Sorry, Tinashe. I love you, but it's just not good. But yeah, so that's my tier list. Thank you for listening. Bye.